The No Channel checking in, day 2 at Home Gym Con, and I'm absolutely wiped, but we're gonna take you through more walking, more behind the scenes stuff that you maybe not have caught on all the other Home Gym Con footage. Right off the top, right behind me, Pioneer. They are all the way in the back here at Home Gym Con, but if you're looking for great American-made belts and everything else in between, boom, Pioneer. But let's keep walking and see what we're gonna find. Here's the coup d'etat, the articulating headrest, okay? Opens up a bunch of different exercises.
Okay.
All right. You sit on this thing like AC Slater against the cable machine and you do those one-arm rows. It brings you back to Bayside. I'm telling you.
This guy's a good salesman. You guys should probably subscribe.
They already subscribe to me, but this guy needs more subscribers. I don't know if you know who he is. Listen, he's not that good, but listen, he's got a whole family he's trying to support. Gluck's Gym, okay? He's got people on payroll. It's ridiculous. They got 401k plans, dental, health. It's nuts. It's not
true.
And I'm over here. I've never been so far away from my goal, but been so close to it. I'm over here trying to film, and all I see is people with camera crews. He's got a whole staff just getting B-roll. He's not even with them. They're just getting B-roll. We got people with project managers with lists of how long they have to be here. They're like, oh, we've got 5 minutes. We gotta go. Brian Shaw is finishing up his photo op here, and if you ever wondered if Brian Shaw is as big as you think he is, yes, he's even bigger. Look at this gentleman. Keep in mind, he's lost like over 100 pounds recently, and he's still an absolute unit. We've got the Makolo and the GMWD booth behind me, and they've been having like an absolute blast over here doing competitions and races and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So they've just been lighting it up, and I do love the orange color theme that they've got going on. And here we have the Rogue booth. As you would expect, it's been absolutely nuts here. I've been trying to get on the Rogue Air Rhino because I talk so much trash about them in some of my other videos, and I wanted to just make sure that, you know, maybe it's not what I think it is. Maybe it's as good as Coupe and so many of the others claim, but it's been busy. This is literally the first time no one's been using it. I may have to come back quickly in order to get on that and test it out. And Wildman Athletics has a whole massive setup with a Mad Max chariot. They've got swords, they've got medieval guys in armor, they've got kettlebells, they've got maces, the whole night. It's crazy over there. So a few questions that I've got were, which pieces stood out that I was either A, expecting or not expecting? A couple that I have to mention, the Freak Athlete dumbbell. That one caught me off guard because, again, I wasn't expecting that one, and they just dropped that thing like no one's business. Also, Force USA has their upgraded version of their leg press, their like mini leg press. I'm not getting the name right. I think it's like CLP4. That one was really cool. Small footprint, but felt nice, and I'm a big fan for leg machines. Now, a couple of things that stood out as far as what I was impressed with, Apex, the Apex bench. I knew it was going to be good, but what really stood out was how good the bench itself was. Because you figure, okay, it's got 10 attachments. Oftentimes, like a jack of all trades is a master of none. But they did a really good job making sure that the bench itself was locked in, locked down. I mean, it's so sturdy and just high quality. That one of the biggest standouts was how good the bench was. And then the attachments matched. The attachments delivered on a much better feel. They didn't feel like they were just like an afterthought that you would just add in. All right, what is one feature out of this awesome setup that you want people to know about?
I think the biggest thing is the adjustability. So some benchers, they'll have like 5, 7, even 10 adjustments. And I think when you're looking at this bench, it looks totally different. And the reason for that is just the amount of adjustments to really dial in exactly what someone would want. So we have -10 all the way up to 85 degrees. Plus we have the seat adjustment, which has 11 as well, from 20 to 30, -20 to 30. So you can really tailor this specifically to what you need.
And I did find my favorite YouTuber, Frugal Home Gyms. Look at this dude, he's my favorite YouTuber. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this guy. Get to it. He hasn't stopped recording all day. I searched high and I searched low, but unfortunately, Living Fit didn't make the trip this year. They were here last year, and since then, they've added even more pieces of equipment to their website, something like 14,000 plus different individual items.
Embarrassment of riches, as they say.
Man, I wish they were here this year, but I guess they just took
the year off.
So even though Home Gym Con is massive this year compared to last year, in fact, the layout still feels like you're getting a better experience, because even though there's more people, there's more vendors, it's not as hard to get lost or to make sure you can find the companies that you want to see, whether it's a big company like ATX or it's a smaller two-person company like Belt Fed Strength behind me, and one that I feel is overlooked, but it shouldn't be here, Belt Fed Strength. And these guys make, as you can see, handmade belts and a whole bunch of other leather products made in America by a small but well-loved group of people. It's easy to find, the nice flow, and they're just doing it right this year at Home Gym Con. And another company that was a standout was Fringe Sport. I gave them so much crap about last year because they showed up and they've got so many fantastic pieces of equipment and they didn't bring much. I think it was one of those last minute decisions to come to Home Gym Con, and this year they just showed up with everything. And some of these cool attachments in terms of these Gibbon arms, as well as some of their products, really are fantastic. One of my big things that I think are often overlooked when it comes to Fringe Sport has to be these bumper plates. They were known for years for having great bumper plates with a great warranty, and now not only are these bumper plates thinner than before and looking even better than before, but they've got a lifetime warranty. Now here's something that I found today that it doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but I actually think it deserves some serious attention, and that is plate storage. But instead of side to side like you typically see on an upright, you got forward plate storage. So this means one of two things. Number one, if you've got a machine like this and you want to store more plates, you can literally double up the plate storage front and back. And number two, and I think more importantly, if you've got like a rack and you want to put that rack all the way up against the wall to save space, you can't do that if you've got side plate storage, because you've got that extra gap that you need to be careful of in order to be able to load and unload those plates. But by having them in the front, not only does that save you space, it then becomes easier to unload and load. And of course, ATX continues to always show up with a massive booth here at Home Gym Con. And the biggest standout was, we're actually going to get some of this equipment here in the US. That was the biggest question last year, and now it's official. It is coming, whether you like it or not. But I happen to think a lot of their equipment is legit. Some really nice engineering choices. Another company that stood out, Mythic Equipment. It's kind of funny, this husband-wife combo that actually used to work for a major equipment company that you would know the name of, and they've got some really interesting designs. They're not on the market yet, but really nice designs. You know, it's one of those things, when you've got good engineering, it really stands out, and there's still innovation to be had when it comes to the home gym community and home gym equipment. So Mythic Equipment is all about solving problems, and they solved one of the biggest problems, especially for all of you 3x3 1-inch hole truists. Walk us through it.
All right, so obviously we know with a 5/8 rack, you get those micro adjustments, and then when you upgrade to your 1-inch, you lose it. You've got 2-inch adjustments. We solved it. You can now get 1-inch adjustments with your starting positions and your spotter arms as well. So for the J-Cups, this is a patented system.
It's patented, so don't none of you try to steal it, because we will sue you, rightfully so.
And this one slides, and so it's easy. You just lock it in with your mag pin. This will be rated to a standard J-Cup. You're not compromising on the weight load, 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds, because I know you can lift 1,000 pounds. These can handle 1,000 pounds.
And then you've got the roller version as well. So
oh, the roller version. You did not do the roller version. How smooth is that? How smooth is that? That is awesome. Show us the safety. So that's one of the other ones that, again, these guys are doing some crazy stuff that no one else has thought of. And if you see it copied, let's listen. I got receipts. It was done here first.
It's true. Yeah, we've been joking that you're going to see these at other booths next year. So this is so simple. It's an offset pin. So to get your micro adjustment, you quite literally just flip it over and then lock it back in.
That's all it takes. You flip it, you go from a 2-inch to a 1-inch, so you can dial in your safety as well as your J-Cups. Another company that caught me very quickly by surprise, Vesta Fitness. They've got this really cool system where you go from a 2-to-1 ratio, turn it off, and now you're down to a 1-to-1 ratio. And they've got a whole lineup of like 5 different racks that utilize that, and some of them take up some seriously little space but offers so much versatility. And more we're seeing gyms that have smaller footprints being represented by these products. So many people are living in apartments, they're living in small areas in terms of their home gym, and they need to have something that's going to deliver on versatility, deliver on performance, but not take up a lot of space. They also had over here a Smith machine that you could quickly go from a 0 degree, completely vertical Smith machine, twist a knob, push the bar, and now you're at a 7 degree vertical Smith machine. How's it going? Day 2 home gym con. How you feeling?
Good, good. I'm competing in the strongman competition. First in my class. And,
tied for first. He's not playing around. Nice.
I'm just trying to keep up with Jonathan here. That's all.
I was going to enter, but I wanted someone else to be able to win. You know.
I saw that picture of you flexing the other day. I was like, golly.
Yeah, that's all I train. Every day's arm day. Every day's arm day.
Dude, my arms are little string beans compared to these rockets.
Now, speaking of leg machines, this is one that I have reviewed, and when I first got it in, like day 1, I was like, I didn't know what to make of it. There's so many different like knobs and this and that and the other thing. But by week 3, I was in love. You can do leg extensions, you can do leg curls, but you can do reverse leg curls as well, and you can also do preacher curls on this thing. And once you dial this in and get it figured out in terms of how you want that strength curve, you really can set this up in just a number of ways to make it feel very, very much like your local gym leg machines.
Patent pending, and you put it in the spot, you put it at your leg pad into the place you want, put a little bit of tension on, and then you've got a full resistance all the way from bottom, and then also you have like a complete range of motion.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping your range of motion, which is not only really cool for a plate loaded machine, but to me it gives you like a better resistance profile and than like a regular stack machine.
And we're here with hybrid resistance.
Thank you, John. You had me cracking up how you turn that on from like start to go was classic. Very professional.
I am very professional, and I've got biceps to prove it. The 26-inch pythons. What are we working on here? Take it away.
All right. You and Luke are going to crack me up again. All right, so you got, this is called the Hybrid Power Glide. Not because of ego reasons, I say, but really because you can legit plug in your body weight, different angles. You can also do digital resistance with the Vultra mount, resistance bands, external weights on the weight horns, and obviously combine stuff together. Also, not just on the Power Glide here, you can actually go off the machine here. So if you saw like the ATX press or any kind of like standing chest press, you actually can get a mat we're going to put in here. This feels really good.
This, I think of Chuck Norris, but you know, it's funny. Chuck Norris, we laugh because he was, think of his infomercial, but he sold millions of those. Why? Because they worked. Because they were legit hard to train on, and it just gets the job done, but in the right way. And the ability to change this up so easily and quickly, as well as add as much or as little resistance as you want, is phenomenal. Because the nerve of this guy. He says he's going to show me and that I can do it if I want. Like he's basically calling me out saying I can't do it. Let's see him. Let's see what's going on.
We will see. Last shot, I did not have these locked in, so it had extra movement when it wasn't supposed to.
Inverted push-up. Like it's like almost like a modified handstand push-up. That's crazy. Let me try it. You take the mic. We're gonna see.
All right, I got cold.
All right, let's see what we got here.
So if you want to get tight, good range of motion, get nice and low. Oh, look at that.
Like this?
Like a champ. Yep. Go ahead. Nice.
Oh, we're going to Rep City.
Nice.
Oh, that's different. That's awesome.
That's pretty high too. I mean, that's tough.
I think a lot of people are impressed with this Freak Athlete booth. In large part, I mean, they weren't even here last year, and they just showed up with like a whole bunch of new stuff. And I think they even dropped the dumbbells on their website like today of all days. It's just wild how many new products are getting dropped here, or at the very least introduced. I know Bells of Steel had like 4 different prototypes, everything from dumbbells to just everything under the sun, just so many prototypes. Okay, this video is probably already far too long, but if you made it this far, man, oh man, I do appreciate you because I know you're an absolute legend. If you're looking for more amazing content, these 2 videos right here. Those 2 videos are wherever they are on the screen. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out the affiliate links, but more importantly, don't save anything for the trip back.